husband locked away in chains. 15 years of struggle and pain. Kids taken away by a faceless form. She rises up in the darkest storm. Her voice touches hearts in a broken state. Podcast waves spark their fight and fate. Brenda's strength like a blazing fire. Inspire the lost to lift their desire. Brenda's cry echoes loud and clear. A warrior's heart, no room for fear. Stand up tall, let no one bring you down. In her voice, their freedom found. Government shadows, secrets untold. Brenda's story, fierce and bold. She helps others break their chains. Together they rise from the ashes of pain. Her husband waits behind iron bars, but Brenda knows they'll reach the stars. Oh, her love unyielding, a beacon bright in the silence of the night. Brenda's cry echoes loud and clear. A warrior's heart, no room for fear. Stand up tall, let no one bring you down. In her voice, their freedom found. Brenda's cry echoes loud and clear. A warrior's heart, no room for fear. Stand up tall, let no one bring you down. In her voice, their freedom found. Freedom found.
I'm just your average parent trying to do right by my kids. Never thought I'd have to, deal with something like this. It was a regular Tuesday afternoon. The kids' toys were scattered everywhere. Then there was a knock at the door. My heart sank when I saw who it was.
Hello, I'm from Child Protective Services. We've received a report and need to inspect your home.
I didn't know what to do. They wanted to come in, look around, talk to my kids. My hands were shaking. I felt like I was doing something wrong even though I knew I wasn't. But then, I remembered something I'd read online about knowing your rights. I took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry, but unless you have a warrant, I can't let you in." The CPS worker looked surprised. They weren't used to parents knowing their rights. It wasn't easy, but I stood my ground. I protected my family's privacy that day. Remember, when CPS knocks, know your rights. It can make all the difference.
Brenda used to walk these streets with pride. Her husband Chris, a patriot by her side. But the weight of the world came crashing down when the government tried to take the ground. They stole Chris away, said he was a threat, left Brenda alone with words of regret. CPS came knocking, took her children too. But Brenda stood tall, like the sky so blue. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through. Every day she fights for what's been lost, pays the price, bears the cost. Whispers of hope through a podcast wave, telling her story, she'll be brave. In the heartland, they know her name, her struggle, her passion, her undying flame. She dreams of a day she'll hold them tight, Chris and the kids in the morning light. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through.
Hey, my show started right now. If you wanted to come in or come in on the comments, I'll send you the link. Yeah, I haven't turned my stuff in completely either. Oh, hey guys. I just got somebody else on text saying, "What's up? Does everybody got their stuff ready to go?" I'm sorry, I've got a sailor's mouth, and nobody ever knew. But I'm trying to throw some invites out there, so that's why I would want to throw one more for her onto the. Oh well, I think. Oh yeah, I see. I like to put the show up on here. Hey Jonathan, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you guys. And Jonathan, I don't think I'm friends with you, so I can never invite you. But you seem like you're you're a valued customer. No, you're a big fan of CPS, hunting for justice, because aren't we all hunting for justice? I mean, I've met a lot of people that's what they're doing. They're hunting for justice. I'm like, what? You're hunting for justice too? It's like, hey, yeah. Sadly enough, it's almost like there's too many, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. All right, y'all, I'm in a mood today. So, had a good day, productive. And I just wanted to say, I pulled up something I typed out from 2019 because I'm trying to, I'm doing a recap in my mind and then trying to get it on to a paper, whatever you call it. Now it's through the freaking phone. I just say hello, and it types out what I say. So how easy is that, guys? There's no excuses. Hey, Debbie, how's it going? See, I know I send Debbie invites. I know this. So, yeah, if you guys, thank you for joining. If you know anybody or that's anybody, tell them to come on and watch the show. And if you guys want to join me on live here, I'm open to people coming on. Just let me know whenever you want to. I'm going to be doing Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays now. But I'm looking back at this, and my story hasn't changed. It's been added on to. Okay, it's been added on to. So since I don't even know where I was sending this. Oh, okay. So I've sent it to senators, congressmen, just like people want to do now. We want to find the people that are on these committees, caucuses, or what have you, that are talking anything about children and foster care, something about DCF. It has anything to do with this. What are these judiciary committees? Whatever. I always was keeping up on all that, just keeping up on it. Oh, you're talking about this? Hey, here I am. Okay, I got something to talk about. But what have I been getting for, I can't say I've been calling people for 9 years, because the first year when they had my kids, I wasn't doing anything. I was trying to do my case plan, and get my kids back. I was calling no one. And I wasn't making any waves at all, but it still didn't work out for us. So because we know that we're dealing with corrupt people now. Okay, so I was on the Obsidian show in a past stream. Yeah, I've caught a couple of Obsidian shows on Too Many. I think he does a great job. So I can tell you, I'm going to read this to you. This was let me see. Oh, this right here. This is a few months before I went to see my daughter in 2019, and found her. And I told you guys the story. Too much probably, but she was being abused in a foster house, and she's like, "Mom, get me out of here." But funny enough, see, I'm trying to get help before this happened. I have been trying to help because I always turn it back to this freaking bulletin, threat tag. What do people call it? You're targeted. I showed it, flashed it up to you guys before. It's got me and Chris's, my husband's picture on it, and it's indicating we're some type of threat to law enforcement, judges, and prosecutors. What? We have no criminal record. We've never been in trouble with the law. Okay, well, anyways, this is it. I'll show you what I sent out. I'll read it to you. Urgent target on Americans. False bulletin to abduct children. Okay, because that's what I'm thinking. You guys probably, or anybody that's a victim of this, you probably have a bulletin on you. I'm telling you, it's a fusion exchange. Look it up, the fusion exchange centers. They work with law enforcement. That's all to do with law enforcement wherever you live. And they exchange this information from state to state, whether it's true or not. They can say whatever they want. Oh, we don't like your entertainment. We don't like the way you think or the way you talk. I know we're going to say all this shit. All this stuff is true. Sorry about my language, guys. I'm trying to straighten it out. But anyways, this is what I write. Okay, this is how many years in. My rights were terminated like a year before this letter. So the failed system has shown there is no one to turn to when you have recognized the criminal behavior of law enforcement, DCF, and judges. Okay, so this is before I met any of y'all. I had no idea there's a ton of people out here, but I do say DCF and judges. Okay, this involves false arrests, witness tampering, perjury, law enforcement corruption, blackmail, election tampering, abuse, and holding children against their will, and rogue judges. So many laws have been broken. Children remain captive in Florida. They have lied to cover up their criminal activity. The judges of the Circuit Court of the 3rd Judicial Circuit for Dixie County, Florida, and I name them all out: Judge Ellison Johnson, Judge Beagle, Bill Blue, and Justice William Slaughter, have used law enforcement sensitive fusion exchange bulletin that is completely false against Christopher and Brenda Cameron, hatred and bias towards the Cameron family, especially Chris. This is clearly criminal. Hysteria has been created about Chris's films that clearly states they're for entertainment purposes only. They believe fake journalism is real. Now, did anybody ever were a fan of like Rush Limbaugh, Alex Jones, anything like that? Like anybody that was anybody some years ago. I even mentioned that Bill O'Reilly the other day. It was a whole funny thing, only funny sketch that we can't get out of our heads. But I sent it to a few people on the messenger. Darren, that was funny. When to Bill O'Reilly, he says, we'll do it live. Okay, but in any case, all these people, okay, they're trying to do, just have their radio shows, or some of them had this, doing live streams or whatever. Back then, I don't think they called them podcasts, but that's really what they were. But anyways, when Jalen's had that all that stuff going on, I think it was what was it, the Columbine, the children, and that all that shooting and stuff like what's going on there. So he said something, and his attorney is backing him up, saying you can't convict someone on their on-air performance. Okay, he's doing a show. Okay, nobody said this is real. Like, everybody's got to remind people, or remind, the big brother, or whoever you want to call it, that this is for entertainment purposes. We got a voice. We're going to get out there. We have this available to us, and we're going to use it. Hey, hello, here we are. Yeah, and I like the way they're doing that with the press office over there at the White House, because I can tell you, years ago, me and Chris, I still got numbers for the press office over there. You get you right through that press office, and you're like, hey, yeah, we got some stories, man. No, but what they're saying is you can come there to these press conferences and, possibly ask a question or something. That they're hiring on people to go do that. I'm like, we want to do that a long time ago, but I tell you, that time is over, because anything that we wanted to do to help this country has been blocked by people that are themselves anti-United States of America. That's what it is. That's what it gets down to. Debbie, what is going on? I have 2 friends that I'm in Washington. Oh, you're at the rally? Debbie, hey, what? We got to get y'all on here. You want to do it live? What's going on over there? Because the only thing I've seen on the media about the DC rally was these nuts out there yelling about Trump. Something about the hands. Yeah, it's just like they showed masses of people. I'm like, where are those people that are supposed to be down there protesting against CPS, and our families said they're going to be down there beginning of April? Where are they? They're not getting no press, right? I guarantee you guys got to get on there and get your, it would be great if you guys can get this over to the press office of in DC. Why don't we try doing that, guys? I'm going to see if I still have any emails, and we could freaking email our shows up there. Say, look at, this is what we got to go on. Oh, we have a call-in guest, even though she doesn't know it. Hey, Heidi, are you my call-in guest? Are you my call-in guest today? Oh, Heidi, I'm doing a show.
That's why you answered the phone. You didn't talk to me all day.
Do you hear this? She says this is why I answered the phone. I told you I was starting my job today. Everybody knows.
Where have you been?
I've been at my new job today, and I thought everybody knew. And if you would look at your text, young ma'am, you would notice that I said, hey, I'm at my job today. No.
I keep my devices off.
Danielle, well, why don't you come in the chat or something?
Where's she been? Where's she been? She was supposed to call me back 2 days ago.
Well,
whoever's listening to this show, these 2 women are bee's knees. I can't even say anything.
Can you guys hear this woman? Okay, you can see this is Heidi's home number right now. No, it doesn't show your number. It's got some poopy emojis up there. You're Heidi.
My phone number is on every live video I have. Telling the cop 352-591-3461. I don't care. Heidi Reinish. REINISCH. Reinish. I don't care.
Okay. She thinks she's a star of the show, guys, but she forgot it was me.
Yeah, I am. I'm a caller.
Well, Heidi, what are you gonna say about what's going on with CPS and these dependency judges?
CPS corruption?
Always, and I'm kind of branching off. I was reading some information that I typed a long time ago in 2019, all about what's going on with the corruption, because it's not only with the CPS and law enforcement. I'm naming on this paper, I say DCF and judges, and I mean, it's all about what? Blackmail, perjury, abuse of children, kidnapping, what else, you know? The list goes on and on, right? And Heidi and her son are victims of this cruelty, this evil, this sure, I don't know, sick, perverted, pieces of crap that would hurt children and families, right? Let's get down to it.
Profit, RICO enterprise.
There you have it. You heard it from the horse's mouth. I'm just kidding. I like to mess with Heidi. I'm so sorry. Heidi, to be like everybody else and go in the chat. Okay, Heidi, I'm going to talk to you later.
I'm not turning my computer on.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. You're going to have to, we'll have a private conversation later. But
how much longer are you going to
Heidi, it just started literally about 20 minutes ago. So another half hour, okay, maybe another 35 minutes. I hung up on her. Okay, she'll remember that, I'm sure. Okay, but this is, let me see. Some parents have some devastating stories, right? Heidi's one of them. I mean, some parents, seem like almost all parents, it's seeming like to me. Okay, Danielle, all she's going to do is laugh about this situation. Times they are changing. Times they are changing. Okay. Heidi, I didn't mean to hang up on you, Heidi. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hang up.
I was like, did you hang up on me, or did we get disconnected by the oinkers? I can never tell. I can never tell because everything's so hacked because of the corruption. So
well, Heidi, do you got any news that's going on with your case, or is it same old, same old?
I'm not sure, because when I was at the library yesterday, I was faxing some important documents, and the woman and this woman started yelling from the back for me to leave and come back tomorrow. And I'm like, I need the confirmation from my fax. And she's like, well, we're closed. And I'm like, but I'm in here conducting business. And she wouldn't give me her name and stuff. And then the girl gave me her card. And she happens to be a family coordinator for Partnership for Stronger Families.
What? See, I told you. You guys said you never dealt with Partnership for Stronger Families. There it is. She lives about an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more, away from my old house in Old Town.
But she started yelling from the back for me to leave directly after the girl input my information.
Did you, Heidi, did you record it?
Surprisingly, no.
Heidi, okay, listen to this lady. She tapes every freaking thing. Wow.
I do. The sheriff called me the camera lady, and I wasn't recording in a public area.
The camera lady was not recording. Fail. And they still kicked you out. They still kicked you out of there, right? That's pretty much kicking you out, no?
And then I went back today, and now the other woman on the other side of the library told me, she's very nice, she told me that her manager comes in at 11 o'clock. So I go there today at 12:30, and this other woman I've never seen till I asked for her, 12:30, she says she's at lunch. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, well, when will she be back? Oh, well, she'll be in a meeting after that. Really? Because that's not the information I got yesterday. I didn't say anything to her. I was like, all right. So she gets in at 11 and she's at lunch by 12:30, and then she'll be in a meeting.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it, guys? Yep. Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? I call bullshit.
Listen, Heidi, Danielle's in the chat and she says, tell her I can't find it online. She says, I'll get with her about that. And I think that's, let me see. We will call her after, she said she's going to call you. I can't read the entire message. I think.
Tell her to call me tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Hey, now you're gonna be picky. Don't be like the CPS workers. Come on, Heidi.
What?
I said, don't be like those CPS workers and not make yourself available.
Don't ever say that listening again. Take that back.
I take it back,
Very
Heidi.
sensitive.
Heidi,
So sensitive.
you just need to calm down and don't be so sensitive, okay? Like what
Nah,
Danielle was
nah.
saying on her show the other day, like we got to make light of it. I mean, our lives are miserable
Yeah, but not
enough.
when you say things like that. Don't
Okay.
ever say things like that.
That's
just-
yeah. You're
that
right.
was just-
I agree.
That was just.
Heidi,
thank
do you
God.
want to hear me continue with my story that I wrote in February of 2019? Okay, so I'm
Yes,
talking
sir.
about the different judges and how they have used this sensitive law enforcement sensitive fusion exchange bulletin that is completely false against Christopher and Brenda Cameron. This bulletin, it was not established in a court of law, just a sentence, a conviction with no merit. The bulletin has created a hatred and a bias toward the Cameron family, especially Chris. This is clearly criminal. A hysteria has been created about Chris's films that clearly states they're for entertainment purposes only. Sorry, guys, I already read that part to you, but then Heidi called. Well, now see, they're talking about his past stuff. This is way before the cartoon. He used to
You're
do.
not even supposed to bring pants up.
Heidi, I'm reading this. Now, if you don't want to be part of it, you can say goodbye.
I'm listening.
The belief they believe fake journalism is real. And so what I was talking about when you called so rudely interrupted, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. See, I'm kidding. And I was talking about how Rush Limbaugh, Alex Jones, these types. This is what Chris was trying to do on his older entertainment, okay, on the YouTube. But they believe his fake journalism is real. There's a film. And Darren, if you ever wanted to pull it up, that one part of this film that is very similar to the character in the 1976 film Network, when this radio broadcaster says, "I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore." And you guys ever see that one? And he throws the TV out the window because he's so sick of what the news is reporting and all this. So this is the same type of like character. He was an actor reading a script.
What you said was very profound. You said, what?
Oh.
Read the part where you said, they.
Oh, listen. I know what part you like before you even say it. It was right here. This was not established in a court of law, just a sentence, a conviction with no merit. Is that the part you're talking about?
No, they believe what is fake is real.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Read that
part. They believe his fake journalism is real. Like I say. Okay.
That right there, because that explains that explains their entire everything they do. They make up as they go. They don't follow law. They lie. They file false documents. That's right there. They believe fake journalism is real.
Okay, so and Trump knows what the fake news is, right? The really fake news. But in any case, Heidi.
But that right there, that's so profound what you say about them.
See, this was before my head wounds, okay? This was before my head wound, Heidi, okay? And then it goes on, I'll pass by some stuff, but this is what I want to explain is this is the people, this is the family they tore apart, okay? Chris is a law enforcement specialist, a veteran of the U.S. Air Force, a son of the American Revolution, shook the hands with President George W. while he was in office with his two young children. And that was with, did I ever tell you guys that story? We were with Sage and Chris, and we met Ron Paul in the Red Church. In fact, you could look that up on YouTube. Red Church, Ron Paul, rally or something like that. And they were he shook the hands of my two little kids, and it's very cute. I don't have any. I know that's in like our old computers or something like that, but we do have that saved. Chris dedicated 25 years to help national security, offering simple solutions to big problems using a probability analysis through a nonprofit agency that we created. As Andrew Card from the Bush administration said, and he said this to me over the phone. Andrew Card, if anybody knows, he was the chief of staff during Bush's administration. Okay, and he would pick up the phone at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why I say I have these numbers to the White House, and we would shoot the you guys know the term. Everybody left but Danielle in my chat. Heidi. Danielle is there though. She's intently listening to the show. Now, using a probability analysis. Okay. Let me see. He stated that we were great American patriots. Okay. And Chris also was awarded a Real Hero Award by Red Cross. I have that in the other room, actually. In 2000, Chris ran on the Republican ticket for state representative 2 times in Washington County, Maine. On April 4th, 2016, and then it tells a story about the children being taken. And y'all know that story if you tell you're blue in the face. But in any case, yeah. And the thing is that we're getting back to, the current times, 2025, 2024, these same names that were responsible. Okay, so Jamie Nesmith, she's the judicial assistant and was the judicial assistant the entire time until now. She's the one that when you call down to the judge's chambers, right? And Chris was trying to do an interview one time with the judge, just asking particular questions about the dependency court, just what everybody has a right to do that. Oh, sorry, I'm putting that in. I'm putting my piece of paper in the way of the camera. But in any case, somehow she got into an argument with Chris. We do have that on tape, and I think it's even posted on YouTube. And this is some of the stuff that they played at Chris's trial, like this tape, and it actually shows. I don't know. I wonder why they showed that, because it actually shows how she started getting a tone. And Heidi, remember when we talked with somebody from the Dixie County Court the other day? Yeah, and she almost started getting a little attitude. Did it seem? Yeah, Berta. See, she remembers the name. And this is some research. Danielle was sending me some stuff this morning, like early this morning, in regards to.
Danielle can't find anything on my cases?
No, she says she's going to get with you about that. And Debbie's still here in the chat. Parents need to tell stories at the rally, and I have heard some of them. I think Debbie's saying she's at the freaking rally down there in DC. Oh, that's what she's saying. I'm like, hey, why isn't anybody going live? Heidi, you haven't seen anything on the news about this rally that's going down there for against CPS and the.
I didn't even hear anything about
it. Me either. So whoever's down there, man, they need to get down the ball. If you're going through all that trouble, I think I'd want to have that live, and have some live footage of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really.
Exactly. What the heck's going on, guys? I heard that. I know that Connie Rigoli's down there. Yeah. All I seen from her was a few pictures, and it seems like it's only like standing in front of doors of elected officials and taking pictures with their little group. So who knows if they're getting anything done down there? Well, it doesn't look like I don't see anybody with signs. I don't get it, Heidi, because you know what's going down.
With that, show the world what's going on.
Yeah. What do you got to hide? We have nothing. We have nothing to lose, as they say, because we already done lost it all.
Lose everything. You go
well,
from the freaking mountaintops is what I'd say.
Well, Connie Rigoli hasn't lost it all. Like, I don't think all of us did. Like, it seems like she's gaining while we're struggling. I don't know. Hey, you never know.
I don't like that.
Okay. And Heidi, I didn't know if this is we're gonna have to have a conversation later, but um let's say our friend responded to the certified letter that I sent. Did I tell you about this?
Talking about screwball.
Yeah, okay, she knows the one. And
Yeah.
He's like, Brenda, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you mad at me? I'm like, what the? He's like, this doesn't sound like you. And I said, okay, we'll say no more. Say no more. Heidi, you're live. You're live. I know. Yeah. He probably, God forbid, he's probably not watching what we're doing here. So thank God. Yeah.
Who cares? Monday.
Oh, like I say, we're doing some follow-ups on what exactly is going on with Chris's case. So I might forward you some of that, and you might show some interest of what's going on and who said what, and what's going on with who nanny that they don't really tell me about. I have to freaking have a friend of mine look it up online and to find out what's actually going on with Chris's case. So Heidi, we've been talking with a few different people that might help me out with getting together a habeas corpus for Chris and just seeing if we can get him the heck out of there.
I need one of those.
Okay, well, we've got people that have a lot of information about that, but we still got it. I can forward you the information I have.
Stop being so selfish and keeping all these sources. I need one of those done.
Well, I mean, I don't have anybody actually doing it for me. They're sending me the information. I'm going to have to put it out on my own, but no, they can put their name on. You don't have to be a lawyer to put in a habeas corpus. Anybody that's listening out there.
Put the habeas corpus, please.
Yeah, Heidi, Chris is our priority now because he's sitting. Can you do a habeas corpus when you're not in jail?
So is Salem. Salem and Chris are our priorities.
Well, I don't know. You got to ask somebody that knows more. I was actually talking to Mr. John, investigator. Okay, and he's the one that gets informing me. Then I shouted out to a couple other people. I'm like, hey, do you think this is doable? And according to them, anybody could sign off and do it for Chris, and they don't have to be an attorney. No, because the thing is that I don't want to put my name on something because, I say, because of this false bulletin, anytime I try to do anything, they feel threatened by everything that I do. Everything that I say and anything I do, they feel threatened. And Heidi, that I'm the nicest person you would ever want to meet. I'm polite, right? You see me on the phone. I'm always nice to these people, even though I know they're screwing the heck out of me.
Yeah, it might.
And I'm nice.
Cringe. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. See, and Heidi, so we have two different things going on here because she doesn't hold back. And
I don't think I get any. I don't think you get anywhere when you're nice.
Well, I don't think you get anywhere either way. Usually, I mean, if you're dealing with CPS, right? or
I said it. I'm sorry. I hear you talking, and it hurts.
Okay, well, Heidi, Tamil, she never confirmed whether it was Tammy or Tamil, but she's in the chat as well. And I didn't know Fact Over Lies was here, but she's saying hi to Fact, and I didn't even see him up here. So we got all kinds of people. Heidi, why don't you get off the phone and come on in? You're not turning on your computer tonight?
I can't do it. I can't turn on any more devices. I was working all day. I can't. My eyes
you were. What? So you're working on, and you're going. You're telling me you have a visit to. Did you go to the DCF office? I mean, what was going on there?
No, I was at the library, and then I was faxing something, and the fax is in the office right next to the library. It's just a hallway you go across, and this woman starts yelling from the office, like 20 feet away, because it was 5 o'clock. she starts yelling for me to leave and pick up my confirmation for my fax the next day, which is today. And I'm like, what? I'm like, well, it's like confidential what I'm faxing, and I need the confirmation from it. And the girl had just input my information into the computer. And then she's like, then she comes out, and I told her, and I asked her please lower her voice because of my chronic migraines, and I explained I'm disabled, and because Eva's with me, 100-pound service animal, and she goes, it's fine, I'm not talking to you, and I'm like, huh? I said, ma'am, I said, I literally just asked you to quiet your voice a little because I'm disabled and I have chronic migraines. I said, it's not fine for you to continue to shout. And I said, and you can talk to me because I'm the one conducting business here. And she goes, no, it's fine. I'm talking to her. I said, but ma'am, you're talking to her about my business and you're still shouting when I explained to you that I'm disabled and you're causing me pain by screaming in here.
And it's the library. See, Heidi, I didn't catch the beginning of the story. She was at a library and somehow it's connected to the Partnership for Strong Family office.
I'm not sure. Because then I get her bit, so I asked her what her name is, and she didn't want to give it to me. And I told her I was going to make the complaint to her supervisor, and then she'd call me sweetheart and beloved and baby. I told her the first time she called me sweetheart. I said, that's the last time you called me sweetheart, ma'am. It's Miss Reinish. And then she's like, okay, beloved. And I'm like, ma'am, Miss Reinish. So then she refused to give me her name. The girl in the front grabs her card, and I said, is that her card? And she looks at her, she goes, may I give this to her? I said, yes, you may give me her card. This is a public building. And then the woman says, yeah, it's fine. I take the card, and when I got home, I look at it, and sure enough, it says Partnership for Stronger Families. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
It's a sign, Heidi. It's a sign. Because if anybody knows, I go on and on and on about this Partnership for Strong Family.
I'm going to read everybody her card.
Does it say Devereaux on there anywhere? No, because they hide the fact that it's freaking Devereaux. I'm telling you, they'll hide this all along in the background. Okay, if you're not looking close, you realize this is freaking Devereaux. Same thing. Okay. Well, in any case, Heidi, since you were mentioning how somebody wants to use terms of endearment that are really what do you call that? Patronizing?
Sweetheart and darling and sweetheart.
Listen.
And beloved.
I've got to tell you, one time this girl was had been giving me. I was getting some weird vibes off this one girl. It was supposed to be like a friend of ours.
Okay, listen. Amoya, Amoya, A-M-O-Y-A, middle initial R, long, with the initials after it, B-S, small c, C-W-D-P, whatever that is, Family Support Coordinator, Partnership for Strong Families.
And the initials are
Amoya, Amoya.long at pfsf.org. Partnership for Strong Families. AMOYA.LONG at P like Peter, F like fun, S like Sam, F like fun.org.
.org. You said the last name is spelled, is it Wong or Long?
Long. Like this has been too long that we haven't had our children.
Get it? You guys, you ever see? Hold up. Wait a second.
912 Northeast 16th Avenue, Gainesville, 32601. Why are they connected to
the public library? Wow, everybody. This is some finding. This is like happened to her by mistake. She raises her
number, area code 352.
Okay.
334-0164.
0164.
Area code 352-646-5287.
Wait a minute. 56. Whoa, there's another one? 352. 334.
Office number 352-334-0164.
Okay.
Cell phone. I mean, it says C next to it. 352-646-5287. Her manager, Chandra, Shandra, Nichols, Nichols. Area code 352-334-0161.
I mean, I don't know how many people can write that fast, but maybe Heidi will send a picture of the card.
They can watch the show.
You're
over
right.
and over
I
again.
could do the same
information is out
thing.
there.
I can. Okay, I gotcha.
Her
I'm
manager,
lazy.
Chandra
You gotta help.
Nichols.
Okay, Sandra.
Chandra, Shandra, Nichols, Nichols. Area code 352-334-0161.
Okay, zero. That's one I needed. Okay, 0161. Thanks. Because
You're
okay,
welcome.
all these people's
You are
names.
welcome.
Okay, you're welcome. I mean, thank you, Heidi, because all these
I'm
names.
Janet, man, Sappho.
All the names that Heidi just gave me, these are all different than the ones I dealt with. Of course, that's you're a little bit like I dealt with Trenton and Gainesville, but you're pretty close to Gainesville, right, Heidi?
That's Gainesville.
Okay. Wow. This is exciting.
That's what you wanted, right?
Mm-hmm. That's where the headquarters, you might as well say, is of this freaking destroying families.
This is, but
this is a partnership for destroying families.
And she's a family coordinator. She's a bitch.
Family coordinator, my butt.
She calling me sweetheart, beloved, and baby. I'm old enough to be her mother. I told her my name is Miss Reinish. Don't you call me sweetheart.
Yeah, respect your elders, right? Hey. I mean, that would be just common courtesy. What the heck? They think. Oh, wow.
She was trying to get a rise out of me. The only thing she got was herself in trouble.
You guys, I'm getting gray again. I'm getting gray. See, all this talking to Heidi's made me gray.
I'm sorry, my hair is white. What's left of it? It's all falling out.
Oh, no, Heidi, no. Okay, what's going on? Let me see. Is there any comments that we might want to catch up on here? The parents get to tell the stories at the rally, and I've heard some of them. Okay. Okay. Well, these are old comments. Heidi, I'm going to let you go because I got to wrap up the show in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to let you go. And
all right, I love you, everybody.
All right, thanks for telling your story.
We're getting our kids home. Don't anybody worry. We're getting them home.
Okay. Final thoughts. That's some good final thoughts. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it.
Stay positive and know that our babies are coming home.
All right.
And for the ones that are in heaven, I'm so sorry and so much love to everyone.
All right.
Call me when you're done.
All right.
Love everybody.
Love you, Heidi. All right, take it easy. Okay, so that was fun. That was unexpected, and like I say, wow. It's just like every day we're finding out more information of how many people are involved with the criminal act of stealing our children. Okay. Wow, you guys, all I can say is wow. That really blows my mind because I've been doing this ever since, like I'd say 2020 2021. I've been going on Facebook and typing in CPS and finding all these other parents and stuff like that. And I really was focusing on parents that were in Florida because I wanted to find somebody that happened to go through the same court that I did or dealt with the same CPS workers that I did. And not till today, I'm hearing this with the Partnership for Strong Family because it's strange, like I say, or they don't have all the records or something. But I remember right after the kids were taken, I get a call over the phone, and it's this lady. She says she's calling from Devereaux. So I write it down. I wasn't taping anything at that time. I wrote it down. I didn't know how to spell it. But later on, I learned how to spell it, and that this was the organization that was involved with abducting and keeping my children. And some kind of third party that Department of Children and Families use, so they can get away with it because they're a third party. Seems strange, doesn't it, guys? That they could just come in there and well, I was gonna say like they're Joe Sheriff. Well, when they came to my house and stole my kids, they were with Joe Sheriff. Actually, it was Dewey. Dewey. Yeah. These people got a lot to hide, and that's why they're squirming in their seats when they say, "Oh, look at these parents coming out and talking about this stuff." I mean, what if somebody actually starts listening to them? What if Trump gets in office and sees Christopher, like my husband, putting all this stuff out there, or calling down the White House like we always used to do, but we stopped doing it because we give up. We give up. Okay, they're gonna put me in a bulletin saying I'm known to call the White House and spew hatred about the government. No, I'm not. No, I don't. How many people have called that comment line for the White House? Why do you think they have a comment line? For people to air their thoughts or their opinions or whatever, right? It's our right. It's our American right to do so. I mean, this is the leader of our country, and I got a message for him. What's wrong with that? They end up blocking your number. I mean, I'm telling you guys, I'm done with it. I'm like my sister-in-law would say, I'm done, because I got to that point where I was done. But when I'm finding, they don't know. With my husband out of the picture, I got too much time to think. So they don't know what they're doing, because I'm finding out all kinds of stuff of who's involved, and they better be sweating, because these corrupt judges are going to be arrested. It's going to be a lawful arrest, because they've committed federal crimes, guys, and it's been done before, right? Look at the kids for cash case in Pennsylvania. The judges were arrested. Okay. They're not doing their duty as a judge. They're wearing the outfit, but they're not in any way following the laws and rules of the court that a judge takes on when they are elected to do so. So, gets to the point, guys. We just want to know, when you're going to just let it out and just give us our kids back. Because really, there'd be a lot less trouble in this world and in their particular lives if they just let the children back to their families, period. I bet you things would go a lot better for this country, and I bet it'd go a lot better for those people, because we can't, the Bible says, you got to forgive your enemies, and, just throw some love out there. Well, I just hope that to remove the evil that is the CPS and the judges and the law enforcement that are involved with taking and harming children. And as far as law enforcement, again, it seems like a costume. When did anybody see this? I'm not even sure where this was, you guys. If anybody's in the back room could bring it up. It's getting late to the end of the show. But there was an autistic boy, 17 years old, out in his front yard. All the neighbors knows this boy is autistic, okay? Everybody knows that. Somebody did call the police and says, I don't know, there's a kid out there waving a knife around. It's a fenced-in yard. It has the link fence, like Danielle was showing you earlier that I have. It comes up to what, like here on your chest? Okay. And the kid's in his own yard. He's waving around a kitchen knife or something like this. 4 to 5 cops are on the other side of the fence. Boom, 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 boom. He got a bunch of bullets in this child. It just blows my mind, guys. I don't know if this child is going to live. But with all this technology and stuff out there, if they think that so are they thinking about their safety, or are they here to serve and protect us? It's kind of confusing when something like this happens. I mean, who they hiring for these jobs? Wow, who's doing the vetting process for this? Wow. I seen that clip, guys, and it really took me to another level. I was like, wow. Uh, right at this little kid, you can tell, like, you can tell just by, you can tell people that kids that are special needs. There's just something you can tell, especially, wow. And so what's going to happen? And then whatever, this other day I see this a Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE. This is another problem that we've had, and found corruption within this agency. Okay, and they're at the bottom of that Fusion Exchange Bulletin. Their little name and number, FDLE, whatever, and it's really messed up because they're going on and on about oh, how praise and honor and glory to us because we arrested these people that were involved with pedophilia over the internet, or this horrible, the most disgusting, they said, things done with babies and stuff. And there's certain pictures, thousands, they take forever to go through it all. And they busted this thing wide open, as they say. Well, they're claiming that the criminals over here, did they all come from over the border? All these kids that were involved with this, they say, well, they also came over the border? Something is not adding up here, because we're noticing a lot of our kids are the ones missing. So who are these kids, and why is everybody going to praise and honor and glory you when children are being hurt? And this is their fault. This is their fault. This is not TikTok's fault or Facebook or whatever the heck they were sharing this stuff on. Why don't they start taking responsibility and start doing their job to serve and protect? I'm sorry, but I just don't understand why somebody can point out somebody's faults and then they want to turn it around on you and completely destroy your life and take your kids because we have a different perception, or we are criticizing here. The only thing we've ever said about law enforcement, my husband is the law, as they say, like that Sylvester Stallone movie or whatever. No, he studied law. He's a law enforcement specialist. Okay, and retired. He was a private investigator for many years. He's a lawman over here. You're kind of trying to come here and say, like I say, then you feel stressed because are you saying the wrong thing? And then we get to the point, guys. They took our family. They took everything from us, and they're gonna cry in a court of law about they're afraid of a little cartoon where somebody clearly states it's for entertainment purposes only. The same judge that was responsible for the first year of taking my children and then promising the children that they were going to have it on tape. She's promising that they're going to go home. They don't know when. She's coming back into the courtroom. That happened in the judge's chamber. She comes back in the courtroom and she says, your kids are ready to go home. Yeah. So what happened? What happened? Oh, she reclused herself after a year. I'm not an angry person. Okay. Either is my husband. You hurt us and we get sad and we want to cry and we want to curl up in a ball and we want to just crawl into a hole because if anybody's life here has been ruined, it's our families and your families and everybody else that had to deal with this that didn't commit a crime. Or maybe they committed a small crime, but it wasn't any crimes against their children, was it? No, it wasn't. But since they've been taken away from us, there's all these crimes against children. So, it doesn't take much to figure out, 1 and 1 plus 2 equals 3, guys. And which means how many minutes? Oh, we made it to 9:01. We did a pretty good job, I'd say. Had a lot to talk about. I don't know if anybody's still in the room or anybody's out there. But yeah, go ahead, roll it, because I got a mess of a house. I got to clean up some stuff. I got some stuff going on tomorrow, and I'm still working on some emails. So let's get back to it, guys. Keep fighting the fight, and never give up, and don't let it get to you. Okay, like I say, we have a little chat of our own saying stay calm. That's what we gotta do. Take it easy, take it slow, and don't let it go. Yeah, take it easy.
Lost her husband,
You're letting it go.
lost her name.
No, go ahead, guys.
Took
Don't
his
get it.
hands, they took her kin, but they'll never take
So,
her
guys,
spirit's grin.
tune in tonight. Still alive. We'll do it. Still alive.
CPS came knocking at her door, took her babies, left her sore. But Brenda's heart, it ain't for sale. She'll fight back, she will prevail. Oh, Brenda, keep on rising high through the tears under troubled sky. Life ain't easy, the road's so rough, but love is stronger, love's enough. Empty rooms, memories linger there, echoes of laughter, whispers of care. She plants hope in each day's light. In the darkest hours, she finds her fight. Neighbors pass, they cast their glance. Whispers say she don't stand a chance. But Brenda's dreams, they never fade. In her eyes, the dawn's parade. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain. Sun will shine through clouds and rain. She'll mend the broken, salve the pain. For every loss, there's a new gain. Through every downfall, she'll remain.